Morning, welcome to Bush Kids. We're out in the garden again today. We're enjoying a little bit of sunshine. It's a bit windy. Got the tarp up and we're in our little area here with our bench, and we're going to do some cooking today. I'm going to be using a set that we've been offered to look at from Nomad's Kitchens. It's got a whole bunch of spices in, and we're looking to see whether this can really be a spice kit for children and cooking outdoors. So we're going to use that as a basis for doing a whole bunch of things today. But the first thing we'll do is make a spicy tomato soup. So let me show you what you need. So today we're going to be using a camping stove. You've seen this one before. It's a great stove. It's not great to get into your backpack and for hiking around with, but if you're set in the garden or doing a picnic, it's fantastic actually. They're really good. We've got our Nomad's kit, a Nomad's kitchen kit, and within that you've got a whole bunch of things. You've got a whole bunch of things to cut up with and cook with. We've added some bits and bobs in there, like bellows for a fire, ferro rod. We've added a wooden spoon as well as the metal spoon that's in there, and we've got a whole bunch of spices to be using, so that's going to be great. In addition to that, we've got a tin of chopped tomatoes, some tomato ketchup, some water, some stock. In this case it's vegetable stock, but you can use chicken stock, and then a few vegetables actually, some onion, a bit of carrot, a bit of celery, and a little bit of coriander maybe at the end. So let's get started. We've also got a tin. This is a zebra tin. It's been used quite a lot over the fire, but it's fantastic for this kind of thing, for doing soups. So we're going to use that on our burner today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is going to use our Nomad's Kitchen knife, and we're going to finely chop our onion. So for this recipe, we're going to be preparing for about 3 of us. So we're going to use about half of this onion first and foremost, and cut that up. Okay, so Harry's done a good job of chopping up our onions. So we're going to get the onions now into the zebra can with a little bit of oil and get them simmering away. Okay, so we've got a little bit of oil from our Nomad's kit. We're just going to put a little bit of oil in the bottom, just to get us going. Okay, a little bit more. That's good. Now you can put the heat on that then. Crank up the stove and get going. Okay, so the onions are going in. Great stuff. Okay, so we've got about half a celery stalk here. We're making it for 3 people, so we're going to get that in the pot as well. Okay, we've got about half a carrot there to get in here as well. That's been chopped as well, so that's going straight into the pot. Okay, this is a spicy tomato soup, so we're going to be using some of Nomad's chili flakes. We don't like our things too hot, but we like it with a little bit of spice, so we're going to just use 1 teaspoon of this and get that into the mix. So actually we're going to use about half a teaspoon of the chili rather than a teaspoon, because we don't want it too hot. So there you go, half a teaspoon of chili. So we cook the onion for about five minutes or so before we add in the rest of the stuff in. And now we're going to cook this down with the chili in for another 5 minutes or so, just so it all softens up and it smells lovely. Weather's coming in. It's a good job we're underneath this tarp. This is a great tarp actually. It's a really heavy duty canvas tarp from a company called Outhouse. I've got a couple of these and they're brilliant, really heavy duty, do the job really well, and again, not something you would have in your backpack for a day's walk, but brilliant if you're camping or getting out in the car. So You can add tomato puree and a bit of sugar. What we're going to do is we're going to add a bit of tomato ketchup. So we're just going to put a few splodges of this in now and get that going. Get some of that in. There you go. Oh, sorry. How's that look? Good stuff. Okay, so the next thing we need is some paprika. Just going to use about 1/2 to 3/4 of a teaspoon here, actually, in this much for the 3 of us. So we'll get that in. Okay, so we're going to get our water in now. We're going to get 2 cups of water in for this. So just going to put it straight in before we start adding a bit of stock. Okay, so we don't have any stock in our Nomad's kitchen, but what we've got here is some vegetable stock, and we're just going to put a couple of teaspoons in to the mix now as it's starting to simmer and boil. Okay, it's all cooking away now, smelling lovely. Good job we're underneath the tarp at this moment in time. The rain is coming down, but it's not stopping us from doing our job and cooking out here. So of course we need some chopped tomatoes in there as well to add to the blend. So we're going to do 1/2 a can for 3 of us that we'll put in now. Lids on as we simmer away. So our tomato soup's been going for about half an hour or so now, so we're just going to give it a taste and see what we think. See if it needs to stand a little bit more, and then we'll start to serve it up. Okay, so we're served up, and we're just going to add a little bit of Nomad salt and pepper to finish off the soup. Spicy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chunky or not?
A bit chunky because of the tomatoes.
So there you have it, a spicy tomato soup on the campfire cooker outside. You can do it over the fire as well. We've just done it on the campfire in the backyard today, and just what we need today. Actually, it's a little bit cold. It's just warming us up. So great to use the ingredients from the Nomad's kitchen. That's been good to have that to hand, and some of the bits that we've used, chopping board, knife, to get things in. So a great little recipe with a great little kit to be the foundation of the soup. So give it a go. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you soon. Stay safe.